Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play XCOM 2 Long War 2. In the previous episode we got started on our Long War campaign and didn't quite get to a mission, but only because there's so much to explain. In between episodes I actually went ahead and recruited a few more people, and no, I did not use a cheat to give me the resources to do so, as it only costs about 10 supplies to recruit. But anyways, let's get back to the bridge and check on that infiltration for the mission.
Commander, we can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
Yes, I know. Now, one thing I've liked is that they have changed up some of the connections so that they make touch more sense. For example, I could actually make contact with New Australia from the Western United States, whereas I believe in the vanilla game, you could really only make contact with them through New Indonesia. I think. Not 100% certain on this. But with really nothing else to do at the moment, let's just keep scanning and let the infiltration fill up. Now, as you can see, it's paused, which, by the way, I forgot to go over some of the options yesterday. One thing that I highly recommend enabling is going to Long War 2 and select Pause on Recruit. That'll basically pause it whenever you get a new soldier to recruit, or a new haven, or a new resistance member in one of your havens. Which is good to do because as soon as a person is recruited into a haven, they immediately go into hiding. And if you don't notice that, well, it means that they're not doing anything for you. Which is a waste of resources. Now, as you can see, we've reached 100% infiltration. Now, I'm going to show you something else. There's this boost infiltration. Basically, at least on rookie difficulty, you can spend 25 intel to boost the infiltration rate by 100%. Now, I feel they really need to reword this, because what I assume that meant is that when you spend the intel, you immediately get 100% infiltration added on to whatever you've got. That's not the case. What it actually means is that it takes whatever infiltration you are currently at and doubles it. So if you're at, say, 5% infiltration, it'll boost it to 10% infiltration, which is not all that useful. And I learned that one the hard way when I tried boosting a 0% infiltration and got nothing. Now, we could boost infiltration to 200%, and that would actually reduce enemy readiness. Now, I'm not 100% certain what that affects. I'm not sure if it affects how quickly reinforcements arrive, or their detection radii. But I'm actually not going to waste the intel at the moment, even though I do have a lot of it, because you can actually get up to a maximum of 200% infiltration. So I'm just going to wait here.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
And we've now unlocked, well, weapon upgrades. But in Long War 2 we also get something else. In the Proving Grounds, which we probably won't get for a while, you can actually spend three of a certain level upgrade and some supplies, among other things, I can't remember off the top of my head, in order to unlock the ability to manufacture that upgrade. So, if you spend 3 scopes, you can then manufacture them whenever you want. Same thing goes for all the other stuff. Now, keep in mind, in order to get, say, advanced ones, or elite scopes for manufacturing, you do have to do the Proving Ground projects for regular and advanced scopes. Let's see. Let's go for some alien biotech.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Glad to hear it.
Commander, as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Yikes. That one's That one's about 17 hours until it expires. Not sure if it's going to be worth it. I mean, let me take a look at some of my squads, see what it would take for them to get there. 3 days and 8 hours, and that's to get to 100% infiltration. 2 days, 16 hours. 2 days, 14 hours. I'm gonna have to say no on this mission. The extra intel would be nice, but there's no way I'd be able to get to a good infiltration mission. And considering most of the soldiers that would be going on it would be rookies, just no. Ooh, we also got a new recruit. I'll put him on intel as well. Okay, let's see what we got for this one. 1 day, 16 hours. Free an important prisoner. We'd get an engineer. I definitely have to spend some intel to get good infiltration, but I feel like it could be worth it. Let's see. Let's send in Juniper.
Sky Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.
Alright, we've got our 200% infiltration for the extraction of the VIP. Let's do this. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, I will be cutting out the loading times because, good lord, are they long. Probably because there's a lot of content that we have to get through. Alright, mission's loaded, and it's your basic extraction mission. Thankfully we don't have too far to go, but that doesn't mean there isn't going to be a lot of people between here and there. Let's see. I can already zoomed out as far as I can go. Let's send Blake in up here.
Running.
See if there's anybody on the rooftops for us to worry about. And there
Got
are.
enemy movement here.
Now, the Advent Officer and the Advent Trooper haven't really changed all that much from the base game. However, we have a new enemy, an Advent Engineer. Now, as you'll see with a lot of these Advent, or these new Advent Troopers, they're kind of copies of some of your own troopers. The Engineer, for example, is your Grenadier. I'm not 100% sure if they have lethal grenades. I'm sure they have. I've never seen it, but I do know for a fact that they have flashbangs.
Understood.
So you're going to want to be careful when grouping up your allies. I can't do anything with Ruby yet because I don't have Snapshot on her, so I'm just going to have her hunkered down. Now, I've actually been able to pull it off several times, in which I was able to sneak all my troopers and the escort all the way to the extraction point without ever getting caught. It did require some saves coming on my part when I got caught off guard, but I feel like I could pull it off. Well, but it's... let me rephrase that. It was just so satisfying to pull off.
10-4.
Because it's like they never even knew I was there. Though, to be fair, I did use Squad Concealment, the mod. I think I'll place Weiss here.
No need to ask twice.
Nura, you can go right here and just hunker down. Stay out of the line of fire. Let's see what these guys are going to do. Ruby have a line of sight on them? She does. 85%. Let's see. Can I get anybody else moved in closer while still being able to take a shot? I can.
Roger that.
Alright, let's get everybody else moved into position. I won't typically be doing this with Blake once she becomes a shinobi, but at the moment she's just a rookie, so
Good
that
copy.
doesn't matter.
Moving on target.
Should probably quick save, just in case I get caught, despite moving to a square where it says I shouldn't be.
Heading out.
Now, in my personal opinion, the engineer is the bigger threat just because of his AoE. So, I'm probably going to be taking him out first.
That's affirmative.
Okay, quick save here.
Overwatch.
Overwatch,
Eyes on the
Overwatch,
prize. Roger. I've
Overwatch,
got my eyes on. Overwatch.
Overwatch, and Ruby, you get the shot at the officer. Come on. Got him.
That's how it's done.
Now let's hope our ambush
Hey,
can
we
be
got
pulled
loot
off
here. They
properly.
found us. Yeah, I didn't get it. Only the best. I found something.
Yes, that is how you pull off a
Impressed
perfect
yet?
ambush. Alright, Nura, you can get up here and hunker down.
Our position is concealed.
Good. Let's see. Alright, boys, let's get you... Oh, let's quick save first. Let's get you over here to pick up the
Got it covered.
loot. Guys, trust me, loot in Long War 2 is extremely important. Well, minus the lock boxes. Because, well, at least the Advent lock boxes. In all honesty, and this is just my opinion, if you have a different opinion on it, fine. Lock boxes are better off sold to the black market for supplies, and in my case, intel. Because you are because you, at least if you have the Grimmy's loot mod, are going to be getting tons of them. They don't typically give you good stuff,
Target package secured.
and, well, honestly, they're a waste of time. At least, because in the early game, getting all your research done is very, very important.
Got it covered.
And Advent lockboxes take up time that could be spent on, say, researching new weaponry.
Heading to that location.
Or armor that
I've
your
got my
soldiers
eyes on.
desperately need.
No need to ask twice. Move, move, move.
So yeah, I'm going to be selling Advent lockboxes. Alien lockboxes, on the other hand, I might consider actually putting the research time into unlocking. Because once you start getting those regularly, at least in my case, a lot of research is already done. Alright, doesn't look like there's anybody down here, but again, like I've always said before, just because you can't see them doesn't mean they aren't there.
Headed there now.
Looks like there's a drain pipe we can take all the way up to the top, and you really should have broken your legs on that. Oh, and by the way, not sure if this was in base game, but in Long War 2, enemies will continue patrolling even if you haven't found them yet. Okay, looks like we're in the clear, so let's get Elsa moved
Double
up.
time.
Well, in the clear until a patrol shows up. And the fact that I can't
Hostiles
switch
making
while
the
she's
rounds.
running, yep. Here's hoping they go this way.
Got it. Moving.
Because if they come around this way, I'm in trouble. Let's see, where can I move Sapphire? That looks good.
Will do. Affirmative.
And let's see, Nura, you go here. Please go the other way, other way. Yes. Wait, they're not planning on... Wait, what's this guy doing? Oh, he was upstairs. Okay, could I get everybody up there? Because it doesn't look like I have detection radii. I can't get her to the evac point, but I can get her close enough that I can get out on my next turn. Oh, and by the way, forgot to mention this, but I actually modified the INI file to give me a ton of timer, or a ton of time on these missions. Why? Well, disable timers doesn't work, and, well, anybody who's watched my original XCOM 2 playthrough knows how I kind of feel about the timers, at least in some way. Okay, the fact that I can switch means that I'm not getting detected and I'm not finding a new squad. So, everything goes well, I should be able to get everybody out on the next turn. Hopefully.
Location confirmed.
Oh, and you can always tell if you're going to be able to,
Good to go.
if you're going to be detected or finding a new squad of enemies, because you won't be able to switch your, or won't be able to switch soldiers
On the move.
while your, other soldier is
Got
moving.
it. Moving.
Alright, we are good to get out of here.
Good to go. Moving to position. Time to motor. That's affirmative. I'm on the move.
Alright, let's evac them all out of here.
VIP secure and in position for evac. This is Firebrand. VIP is secure.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Ooh, a dead Advent officer's backpack looks noticeably fuller than most. Search produced 62 supplies. Sweet. Oh, that was an easy mission. And again, it was also technically the first mission, not including the intro. And thanks to that, I should be getting a bunch of new troopers. I still have no... This is the weird thing. Sometimes, even though you've done some of the things on this list, you don't get a record for them. Like, we did not get a successful shot percentage despite the fact that all of our soldiers took shots. Same thing for made most attacks. Most under fire is understandable because the enemy never got a chance to hit us. Oh, that was a quick loading time. Okay, please don't let the glitch happen. Please don't let the glitch happen. Thank you. What I'm talking about is that there's this weird glitch that occurs directly after a mission where your camera will be
Welcome,
locked,
Commander. It's always good for morale when we ace a mission like that.
where your camera will be locked underneath the Avenger, and you'll have to exit out of the game in order to do so. And if this was a casual playthrough, that wouldn't be such a big deal, but seeing as how I'm recording it, it can be annoying. So your lightweight blade, increase mobility by 1. Ooh, that is very useful.
Now that we have more staff on the engineering team, we can start clearing out space for new facilities, Commander. We should keep looking for more recruits, though. We'll need them to staff the facilities once they're built. Commander, so far I haven't seen anything critical among the alien components left over in this area. If we clean this stuff out, we could probably use this space for a new facility. Excavation is underway, Commander, but it's going to take some time to get all that stuff cleared out.
Well, yeah, I figured so. Okay, I'm probably going to make this area a workshop once I've gotten it cleared out. And probably going to surround it with, well, this a proving ground. These two are probably going to be resistance comms. This one's definitely going to be a power room, just because it's an exposed power coil. Which in a way I kind of wish it wasn't. So I could just fit another resistance comms there for the workshop gremlins to staff, but beggars can't be choosers. Anyways, let's go check on our new soldiers and pick out their new abilities. Let's see, we got Death from Above, your standard. Kill enemy at a higher elevation, you get a single action point. Rapid targeting is new. Basically, as you notice, the secondary weapons for all of the classes, except for the Grenadier, have changed. The Sharpshooter no longer has a pistol, instead has a hollow targeter. As a matter of fact, the pistol has actually been made into a utility slot item. And basically what it does is it can give your soldiers a higher chance to hit enemies. Now, if rapid targeting wasn't on the same level as Snapshot, which is very useful, I'd take it, but it's not, so I won't. So I'm going to be taking Snapshot simply because of the fact that being able to move your sniper and then shoot, even with a reduced aim chance, is insanely useful. Alright, let's check out Blake. I am going to be making her a shinobi. And I'm also going to be changing up her sword to be a katana and upgrading it with the lightweight blade, which I believe actually... Hold on a moment. Takes care of her mobility problems, because the thing about shinobis is they get a SMG, which gives them increased mobility. So, I guess mobility can't exceed 15 or something? I'm not entirely sure at the moment. Let's see, next is Sapphire, whom I will be making the new class, the Technical. What this does is it gives them a gauntlet that allows them to either shoot a rocket launcher or burn their enemies with a flamethrower. I'll actually be tooling Sapphire to be more of a rocket launcher type. Let's see, Yang, I'll be making an Assault. Now, the Assault has changed in the fact that rather than... God, what was their original thing in the Long War Leader, or Long War perk pack? I think it was a sword. They actually have an arc thrower. Now, this doesn't mean you'll be capturing enemies for interrogation. What this actually does is, if it hits, it stuns enemies. Honestly, I don't really use it, but who knows, maybe that'll change. Weiss, we will be making a... Where is she? Where is it? Ah, Specialist. Now, because of a mod I have, this also gives her the ability to pick up loot at a distance. Now, that may seem overpowered, but it's kind of not, because it does cost action points to do so. Let's see, anybody else? Nope. Well, that mission's taken care of. Well, I don't have enough time to start a next mission, but I may as well do some scanning in case something else pops up.
Commander, you're not gonna believe this. We just picked up a signal from an emergency locator beacon. It's definitely one of ours, from the original invasion. I know it sounds crazy, but if there's any chance some of our people could still be out there, I think we owe it to them to find out.
Avenger plotting
that's
new
convenient.
course.
And this is set up for alien hunters, which I'm not going to be doing right away, because there's no way we'd be able to survive. Wait, what happened? Oh, that's right, the, I mean, did I just get a bunch of intel? Oh, let's boost it and see what we get. Extremely light. Our readiness is normal. I think we should go for it, but I'm not going to be starting that mission now because we've only got 4 minutes, and I know it's going to take longer than that to do this.
Commander, we currently have no new supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Yes, I know that, Bradford. Okay, so based on the way I do this, well, I may as well launch it so that we can start it immediately. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this off as soon as we get to the next mission, or get into the next mission, so we can start it off immediately in the next episode. But if
Advent is holding a VIP of some value to the Resistance, and the spokesman has asked us to move in and attempt a rescue operation. We're expecting heavy resistance at the site, and the aliens have had extensive air support moving in that region that'll keep Firebrand grounded. Lock down the area, eliminate all hostile contacts, and secure the VIP.
Right. Anyways, guys, if you like what you see, please leave a like, and perhaps subscribe for future content. See you guys in the next episode.